my beloved child, I do not stand before you to judge, nor do I come to weigh you down with burdens you were never meant to carry. I come to lift you, to remind you that the shadows of yesterday cannot stand against the radiant light I have placed within you. Release the echoes of condemnation that whisper through your mind. Let them be replaced by the melody of my promises. I am eternal, unwavering, the same through every moment of time. And with that certainty, you can step forward into the future I have prepared for you. Even now, I am mending the hidden wounds within your soul, drawing out bitterness like poison from a wound. Yes, you have felt the sting of betrayal, the weight of unjust words. But hear me. I am pouring healing over you like a river that never runs dry. When the night comes and anxious thoughts creep into your rest, do not clutch them to your chest. Lay them down. Let me cradle your weary heart, as a loving parent cradles their child. I am here to hush the storms that rage within your thoughts, to remind you that no failure, no loss, no sorrow is greater than my unshakable love. You have known isolation, the hollow ache of feeling unseen, unheard. But my love surrounds you, like the embrace of the dawn, silencing fear, dissolving despair. Be still. Breathe deeply. Feel the weight of my presence washing over you, cleansing every trace of doubt. My wisdom will be your lamp in the dark, illuminating the crossroads ahead. You have encountered those who mocked faith, who sought fleeting pleasures over eternal truth. But now, I open your eyes, so you may see yourself as I see you, precious beyond measure, woven together with purpose, called to something far greater than this world can comprehend. You are beginning to grasp the depth of your worth, and it pleases me beyond words. Your faithfulness is a treasure, more valuable than gold. When others forgot my name in their abundance, you remained steadfast. You returned to me, not just with words, but with a heart that longs for truth. This pleases me more than all the hollow praises of the world. The devotion in your spirit moves me. Understand this, my child. Endurance through trials refines you. You have learned to trust, even when the road was unclear. And because of this, you are stepping into a season of supernatural favor. My voice is speaking life over your future, and the victories I have ordained will unfold before you. Each day I fill your cup. Each day I pour out my love like rain upon your soul, renewing your strength for the path ahead. I have numbered your days, not with limitation, but with purpose, so you may witness my glory revealed in your life. I anoint you with the oil of restoration, fortifying you for the mountains you will climb and the valleys you will walk through. There will be moments to move swiftly, and there will be moments to wait in stillness. Listen for my voice, and you will know the right time for each. When storms rise, do not be shaken. My presence is your fortress. Stand firm and watch as I guide you safely through the night. As you walk among the weary and the broken-hearted, my light will radiate from you, drawing them toward hope they cannot yet name. Do not doubt the power of what I have placed within you. You were crafted with divine intention, and no insult, no rejection, no envy can erase the purpose I have written over your life. Many will marvel at your resilience, but you will know the truth. It is not by your own strength, but by my hand that you stand unshaken. I have shaped you, refined you through fire, and now I am filling you with my spirit. Every challenge you have faced was not in vain, for it has prepared you for the outpouring that is to come. So take heart. Let these words anchor you. The one who breathed the stars into existence walks beside you. Fear has no claim over you. Doubt has no place within you. You are mine, and because I go before you, success will follow where I lead you. Open your hands, release every fear, and receive the victories I have already set in motion. Nothing can sever you from me. Not time, not mistakes, not distance. When you falter, my grace is there. When you wander, my love remains. My patience outlasts every hesitation, every failure. Even in the moments when you doubted yourself, I never doubted you. I have called you to something greater, something eternal. I have watched over you in the silent hours of the night, when your mind was restless, when memories of pain surfaced, and questions about the future swirled like a storm. But even in the midst of that turmoil, I saw the moments you turned your heart toward me. And my child, those moments matter. They move me more than you know. Your faith is a fire that has not been extinguished, a flame that even the fiercest winds cannot snuff out. Do not underestimate what I am doing in you. What I have begun, I will complete. Walk forward with boldness, for you are held in the hands of the Almighty. The heavens have already declared it, and time itself is aligning to reveal the fulfillment of what I have spoken over you. Do you sense it? The shift in the air, the stirring within your soul. It is the confirmation that you are standing at the threshold of something extraordinary. What was once delayed is now accelerating. What once seemed distant is drawing near. Every trial you endured, every tear you shed, every moment you chose to believe, when doubt whispered otherwise, it has all led to this unfolding revelation of my faithfulness. Do not let fear cloud your mind when the winds of change begin to blow fiercely. Do not retreat when the unfamiliar feels overwhelming. The enemy would have you believe that discomfort is a sign to turn back. But I tell you this, discomfort is often the birthplace of transformation. What feels like uncertainty to you is in truth the unfolding of divine order. I am shifting, refining, and elevating you, because I refuse to let you settle for anything less than the abundant life I have prepared. There will be those who do not understand your journey, who scoff at your faith and mock your hope. Their words may carry the sting of contempt. Their eyes may hold judgment, but their voices do not dictate your destiny. They cannot comprehend what I have planted in you, for they have not seen the depths of our covenant. They did not witness the silent battles you fought in the stillness of night. They were not there when you wrestled with doubt, when you whispered prayers through weary lips, when you clung to my promises as if they were your very breath. But I was there, watching, listening, strengthening you, even when you felt abandoned. So let them speak, let them question, let them cast their stones of doubt, but do not let their skepticism take root in your heart. You are not defined by their opinions. You are defined by the words I have spoken over you. You are mine, chosen, and set apart for something greater than the fleeting approval of man. My plans for you are unstoppable, unshakable, and undeniably good. You have walked through valleys where sadness clung to you like a shadow. You have known the weight of sorrow that threatened to silence your joy. But even in those moments, I was at work. I have taken the broken pieces of your past and am crafting them into something radiant, something beautiful. Do you not see? The trials that once threatened to crush you have instead made you stronger. The betrayals that once shattered your trust have only drawn you closer to me. The storms that once terrified you have taught you to walk on water, to step forward in faith when the waves rise high. And now, my beloved, the dawn is breaking. The light of my glory is rising upon you. The heaviness is lifting, the chains are falling, the waiting is ending. Stand tall, for your breakthrough is near. You will see doors open that no man can shut. You will see restoration in places where all seemed lost. You will witness my hand move in ways that leave you speechless, in awe of my power and love. Let your heart be expectant. Speak life over your circumstances. Walk as one who knows that heaven itself backs every step you take. My angels are not just standing by, they are actively moving, clearing the path before you. You may not see them, but they are working, dismantling strongholds, scattering the enemy's schemes, ensuring that nothing hinders what I have ordained. Do not let anxiety rob you of the joy that is coming. Do not let past disappointments convince you that I will fail you now. Have I not proven my faithfulness, time and time again? Have I not carried you when you could not walk? Have I not provided when all seemed lost? Look back, and you will see the fingerprints of my love in every season of your life. Look forward, and you will see the promise of even greater things ahead. The heavens are rejoicing over you. The time of mourning is giving way to dancing. Your hands once weary will be lifted in triumph. Your voice once silenced by fear will declare the wonders of my name. Your story, once marked by struggle, will become a testament to my unfailing goodness. So go forth with confidence. Take bold steps, knowing I am with you. Do not hesitate. Do not shrink back. Walk forward, my child, for I have called you, I have anointed you, and I have prepared the way. What awaits you is not just a blessing, it is a destiny fulfilled, a promise made manifest, a divine masterpiece unveiled. And when you stand in the midst of the promise, when you finally see with your own eyes what I have spoken into existence, remember this: it was never by your own strength, but by my hand alone. Give me the glory and let the world see that I am the God who never fails. Your time has come. Rise and walk into it. I do not grow weary of hearing your voice, my child. Every sigh, every whispered prayer, every longing unspoken yet felt deep within, I hear it all, and I answer, not always in the way you expect, but always in the way that is best. When you pour out your heart to me, do not fear that your words fall into silence. They are received with love, treasured like a delicate melody, woven into the fabric of eternity. I hold them close, do you see? Even when you feel unseen, I am near. Even when you doubt your own worth, I call you chosen. Even when the weight of your past tries to drag you into shame, I declare you redeemed. My mercy is not fleeting, nor is my grace conditional. They do not wane with your emotions or dissolve with your mistakes. They stand firm, rooted in my unshakable nature. The world may shift around you, seasons may change, people may come and go, but I, your Lord, remain constant. My love does not fluctuate. It is not fickle like human affection, nor does it depend on your performance. It is steadfast, eternal, absolute. Let this truth settle into the depths of your soul. Let it silence the voices of doubt that whisper lies into your mind. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. My plans for you are still in motion, no matter how long the waiting season has been. If you could see what I see, the victories unfolding, the blessings being prepared, the divine connections aligning, you would not fear. You would not hesitate. You would run forward with courage, knowing that I have already paved the way. But I understand. Waiting is hard. The unanswered prayers, the dreams deferred, the aching longing for breakthrough, it can feel unbearable at times. I see the moments when hope wavers, when discouragement settles in like a thick fog. But do not let despair take root. Instead, hold on to me with a grip that refuses to let go. Keep your heart anchored in my promises, for I am faithful to fulfill them. Not one word I have spoken over your life will return void. Not one promise will be left unfulfilled. Yes, the enemy has tried to convince you otherwise. He has whispered lies, attempting to make you believe that I have abandoned you. He has planted seeds of doubt, making you question if you are truly worthy of my favor. But hear me now. The enemy is a deceiver. He is a thief who comes to steal your perception and blind you to the truth of my love. Do not entertain his lies. Do not allow his voice to be louder than mine. Instead, speak my word over your life. Declare my truth. When the enemy accuses, remind him that you are covered by my righteousness. When fear tries to grip your heart, remind yourself that my perfect love casts out all fear. When uncertainty looms, remember that I go before you, making a way where there seems to be none. You are not fighting this battle alone. I have stationed my angels around you, warring on your behalf. They move at my command, ensuring your protection, surrounding you with divine strength. You may not see them, but their presence is real. Every time danger arose, every time calamity was near, my unseen warriors stood between you and harm. My hand has shielded you in more ways than you know. Think back, my child. Remember the times I delivered you when you did not even realize you needed saving. The doors that closed, the relationships that ended, the opportunities that slipped away. They were not rejections, but divine redirections. I was leading you even when you could not see it. I was protecting you from what you did not know would harm you. Trust me now, as you trusted me then. I am preparing something greater. The pruning season was necessary, not to harm you, but to make room for greater fruit to grow. The trials were not meant to break you, but to refine you, to strengthen your spirit for the blessings ahead. The lessons you learned in the valley will become the wisdom that sustains you on the mountaintop. What felt like delay was actually divine alignment. What seemed like loss was preparation for overflow. Soon you will see it, the fulfillment of my promises, the doors swinging wide open, the dreams resurrected with fresh life. But even now, before it all comes to pass, will you choose to trust me? Will you believe in my goodness, even when circumstances seem uncertain? Faith is not built on visible evidence alone. It is formed in the unseen, in the steadfast confidence that I am who I say I am. So stand firm, do not waver. Let your faith be unshaken by trials and untouched by doubt. Rise each morning with expectation, knowing that I am at work. Walk forward with boldness, not as one who is unsure, but as a child of the King, loved, chosen, and victorious. And when the breakthroughs come, when my blessings overtake you, do not forget the journey we walked together. Do not forget the prayers you once whispered in desperation. Do not forget the nights when all you had was faith to hold on to. Let gratitude overflow from your heart. Let praise be on your lips, not just in times of abundance, but in every season. Let your life be a testimony, a radiant display of my faithfulness. Share your story, encourage the weary, speak hope into the lives of those still waiting for their breakthrough. Just as I have been faithful to you, I will be faithful to them. Show them that I am a God who keeps his word, a God who redeems, restores, and transforms. You are a vessel of my light. Do not hide it. Let it shine boldly, illuminating the path for others. Let love be the mark you leave behind, love that reflects my own, pure, unshakable, relentless. And as you walk this path, remember, my child, I am with you always. From the first breath you took to the moment you will step into eternity, I have never left your side. I never will. You are mine, now and forever. Rest in that truth. Breathe in my presence. Stand in my love. Your greatest days are still ahead. Trust me, the best is yet to come. As the one who gives abundantly without hesitation, do not let the fleeting distractions of this world consume your focus, pulling you away from what truly matters. Wealth, status, and recognition will all fade like mist in the morning sun, but the love you pour into others will echo into eternity. Every act of kindness, every moment of patience, every sacrifice made in love is recorded in my heart, never forgotten, never wasted. Live with eternity in mind, knowing that your investment in others is an investment in the kingdom that will never perish. Do not be afraid of what is to come. Fear thrives in the unknown, whispering lies about what may go wrong, stirring anxiety about things beyond your control. But I have never asked you to carry tomorrow's burdens today. Have I not promised to go before you, to level the mountains and straighten the crooked paths? Lay down your worries. They are thieves, stealing your joy, draining your strength, and clouding your vision of my faithfulness. Instead, lift your eyes and fix them on me. See how I have sustained you before, how I have turned sorrow into joy and impossibilities into testimonies. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. What makes you think I will fail you now? Let go of the illusion that you must have all the answers before taking the next step. Faith is not about seeing the whole path, but trusting that I am guiding your every move. You were not created to live in constant hesitation, always questioning whether you are enough, whether you have what it takes. I have already equipped you with everything you need. You carry my spirit within you, the same power that raised the dead, healed the sick, and calmed the raging sea. Walk in that confidence. Do not shrink back in fear, or let doubt silence the gifts I have placed inside you. I am calling you to step forward, to walk boldly in the purpose I have designed for you. Even if you feel unqualified, remember that I am your sufficiency. Your strength is not your own, it is mine, and my strength never fails. There will be days when you stumble, when frustration grips your heart, and you question whether you are making any progress at all. Do not be discouraged. Growth is not always visible in the moment. Seeds take time to break through the soil before they bear fruit. Just because you do not see immediate results does not mean I am not working. Every step of obedience, no matter how small, is shaping you, refining you, preparing you for what I have in store. Hold on. Trust the process. Even in the waiting, even in the stretching, I am molding you into the person I created you to be. When trials press against you, remember that suffering is never without purpose. Though the enemy may try to use hardships to break you, I use them to strengthen you. Do not despise the refining fire, for it is purging you of everything that holds you back, making room for greater glory. I see your tears. I feel your pain. I am not distant from your suffering. I am right there in the midst of it, holding you up when you feel you cannot stand. Even when you do not understand why certain storms rage in your life, trust that I am using them to forge something beautiful within you. One day you will look back and see that every struggle was a stepping stone, leading you closer to the fullness of my plan. Do not let the weight of the world harden your heart. In a world filled with cruelty, deception, and selfish ambition, choose to remain tender. The enemy will try to make you bitter, to convince you that love is weakness, that guarding your heart means shutting people out. Do not believe the lie. Yes, people will hurt you. Some will misunderstand you, reject you, even betray you, but do not let that poison your spirit. Keep loving, keep forgiving, keep hoping. The greatest power you have is the ability to love as I love, freely, unconditionally, without expectation of return. That kind of love changes the world. That kind of love breaks chains, heals wounds, and restores what was once lost. My child, I do not expect you to be perfect. I do not ask for flawless performance or endless striving. All I ask is for your heart, fully surrendered, fully trusting. I long to walk with you, to be your refuge in the storm, your light in the darkness. No matter how far you wander, no matter how many times you fall, I will never turn my back on you. My love is not fragile. It does not waver based on your successes or failures. It is unshakable, everlasting, unbreakable. So come, just as you are. Bring your fears, your doubts, your burdens, and lay them at my feet. You were never meant to carry them alone. Let me lift the weight off your shoulders. Let me fill you with peace that surpasses all understanding. Take my hand and walk with me. I have so much more in store for you, more than you have dreamed, more than you have dared to hope. The best is yet to come. Trust me. I will not fail you. The way I painted the heavens with stars, sculpted mountains with my hands, and breathed life into every creature that roams the earth. Your gifts, no matter how small they seem to you, are threads in the great masterpiece I am weaving. Do not underestimate their significance. When you create, when you build, when you speak truth, when you love, you are displaying a glimpse of my nature to a world that desperately needs to see it. But be mindful, my child, of the enemy who seeks to distort what I have placed within you. He will whisper lies, that your talents are insignificant, that your voice is too weak, that your efforts do not matter. Do not listen. Reject the seeds of doubt he tries to plant. Instead, stand firm in the knowledge that what I have given you is purposeful, powerful, and meant to bear fruit. If you ever question your worth, remember this: I formed you with intention. I breathed purpose into your being, and I called you by name. You are mine, and because you are mine, you do not walk this journey alone. My spirit dwells within you, guiding you, strengthening you, convicting you when needed, and comforting you when the weight of life becomes too much to bear. I am not a distant observer, watching from afar as you struggle through life's storms. No, I am in the boat with you. Even when the waves rise high, even when the wind howls, even when fear grips your heart and tells you that you will sink, remember, I am here, and I am always in control. Have I not calmed storms before? Have I not called forth the winds and commanded them to be still? Do you think the storms in your life are beyond my reach? Oh, my beloved, if only you could see what I see. If only you could understand the power that is working on your behalf. Even in the moments when you feel abandoned, trust me, even when the answer to your prayer seems delayed, even when my silence feels unbearable, Know that I am working. I have seen every tear you have shed in the quiet of the night, every silent cry for help that no one else has heard. I have felt your pain, your frustration, your longing for something more. Do not think for a moment that I have turned away. No, I am collecting every tear, holding them close and turning them into something beautiful. What you see as brokenness, I see as a foundation for restoration. What you see as loss, I see as a door to something greater. My ways are higher than yours, my thoughts beyond your comprehension, but this I promise, you are never forgotten. I know there have been moments when you have questioned my goodness, when hardship struck, when betrayal left you wounded, when prayers seemed unanswered, when you stood at the edge of despair, wondering if I even cared, my child. I understand. Even my son, in his agony, cried out asking why I had forsaken him. I know what it is to feel abandoned. But hear this truth. I never left him, and I will never leave you. In your darkest moments, I am there. In your deepest sorrow, I am holding you. Even when you cannot feel my presence, I am carrying you. Do not let bitterness take root in your heart. Do not allow pain to build walls that keep my love from reaching you. I know it is difficult to trust when you have been hurt, but I am asking you, let me heal you. Let me take the shattered pieces of your heart and make them whole again. My love is not like the love of this world. It does not fail. It does not falter. It does not grow weary. My love endures forever, and it is yours, freely given without condition. Lift your eyes, my child. Do not let the burdens of this world keep you bowed in despair. There is so much more ahead of you than what is behind. Your story is not over. The chapters yet to be written are filled with grace, with redemption, with purpose. But you must choose to keep walking, keep trusting, keep believing, and in your journey, be a light to others. There are so many around you who are hurting, who are lost, who are wandering in darkness with no hope in sight. You carry the light of my love. Do not hide it. Speak truth boldly, but let it be wrapped in kindness. Show compassion to those who least deserve it, for that is when they need it the most. Forgive quickly, love deeply, and extend grace even when it is difficult. Let them see in you a reflection of me. This world will tell you that power is found in wealth, in status, in control. But I tell you, true power is found in surrender, in laying down your will for mine, in trusting that my plans are far greater than anything you could design for yourself. Do not chase after the fleeting things of this earth. Chase after me, and in doing so, you will find everything your soul has ever longed for. I am your source of joy when the world offers only sorrow. I am your anchor when everything around you shifts and changes. I am your refuge when the storms of life rage, and I am your Father who delights in you simply because you are mine. So rest, my beloved. Lay down your worries, your fears, your striving. Breathe in the peace I offer, and know this, I am with you always. Beloved, let these words take root in your heart, for they are spoken with deep affection and unshakable truth. You do not walk this path alone. My presence surrounds you. My voice calls out to you, and my hand steadies you when you falter. I see the burdens you carry, the silent battles you fight, and the questions that stir within you. Do not be afraid to bring them before me. I am not distant or indifferent. I am your refuge, your strong tower, your ever-present help in times of trouble. When sorrow grips your heart, when disappointment threatens to steal your joy, come to me. I am not repelled by your pain. I do not turn away from your tears. Every ache you endure, I have felt. Every cry of your soul, I have heard. And I promise you, nothing is wasted. What seems like loss now will one day be revealed as a doorway to something greater. Trust in my process, even when you do not understand it. Hold fast to hope, for I am the God who restores, who brings beauty from ashes, and who turns mourning into dancing. But do not mistake my patience for absence. I am moving, even when you cannot see it. I am working behind the scenes, aligning circumstances, shaping hearts, and preparing the way. Do not give in to discouragement when prayers seem unanswered. My timing is perfect, and my ways are higher than yours. I see the entire picture, while you see only a fragment. When you feel like giving up, hold on to my promises. My delays are never denials, they are invitations to trust me deeper. And as you wait, do not let fear take residence in your heart. Fear is a thief, robbing you of peace, of joy, of the fullness of life I desire for you. It whispers lies, telling you that you are not enough, that you will fail, that you are alone. But listen to me, my child. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are held in the palm of my hand, protected under the shadow of my wings. When fear rises, counter it with truth. Speak my word over your circumstances. Declare my faithfulness over your future. You have been given a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. Walk in that confidence. Do not shrink back when the world grows dark. Now more than ever, your light is needed. Be bold in love, steadfast in faith, and unwavering in truth. Many will misunderstand you. Some may ridicule you, but remember, even my son was rejected, yet he never ceased to love. Follow his example. Let kindness be your response to hatred, humility your answer to pride, and grace your response to offense. Your love will be the evidence of my presence within you. And when the weight of your calling feels heavy, remember, you are not meant to carry it alone. I am your strength. I will sustain you. Come to me when you are weary, and I will give you rest. Lay your burdens at my feet, and I will renew your spirit. There is no shame in needing me. I created you to depend on me. In your surrender, you will find true freedom. Do not be afraid to dream with me. Do not settle for a life of mere existence when I have designed you to thrive. Step into the fullness of who I created you to be. Use your voice, use your gifts, walk boldly in your purpose, and remember, I am with you, guiding you, equipping you, empowering you. Beloved, you are deeply loved, you are divinely called, you are eternally secure in me. Hold these truths close, and let them shape the way you live. Now go forth in courage, in faith, and in love. Shine brightly, for the world needs the light I have placed within you. Amen.